Hello again, Internet. This is what I call the Progress Report. This is the first episode of the Progress Report. And what is it? Well, it's a show where I talk about what we've been doing on both the YouTube channel over the past month and over the Twitch channel over the past month, and what games I've been playing and all that sort of things, and what do I think about those games. And it's also a chance for me to shout out the people who have contributed to the channel, some with comments, so cool beans, man. First of all, let's talk about the games that we played. I'm gonna kind of loop May and June together, because as you're watching this now, it's after the 4th of July, and yeah. So in May we played Doom and Uncharted 4, which was awesome. Doom, of course, was given to us by You Like Dags, which is one of the regular members over on Twitch. I love that game. As you guys saw the review, it was awesome. I had a lot of fun doing that. It was really, really exciting to play a kind of a fresh first-person shooter, but fresh was old school at the same time. It's nothing that we haven't seen before. It was just been a long time since we'd seen it, and I was just really, really glad. I loved it. As you guys already know, the review's already out there. Yeah, it was an awesome game. Uncharted 4 blew me away. I have been a fan of that series for a long time. And I said it once and I'll say it again. Naughty Dog is just on a different level from everybody else in the gaming development world. It's such a well-polished game. It was so good. Oh man, and it really hit the feels, you know. To see Nathan Drake's last hurrah, that was a very defining moment for me as a gamer, because I'm so sad that it's over, but I'm ready to see at the same time what Naughty Dog has in store next for us. So sad to see you go, Nate Drake, but hello, whatever is coming up next. So yeah. And I also started playing the Mass Effect trilogy for the first time. Wow, and we just finished Mass Effect. We finished Mass Effect 3 on the 4th of July. So if you're wondering if you were watching on Twitch and you're wondering, hey, why isn't he playing Mass Effect anymore? That's why. We finished it on the 4th of July. How fitting was that? To have like an Independence type of story told on, finish and wrap up on Independence Day. That was fantastic. How do I feel about the game? Well, we talked about this on my Twitch channel. I had never played Mass Effect before this, and I feel like the characters and that story and that universe is so awesome. We were 100% Paragon. I did maybe do a Renegade thing one or two times throughout the entire trilogy, but for the most part it was a complete Paragon run. Loved it fantastically. It's not the best third person shooter. Sometimes I would really get frustrated, especially in the third game where everything's tied to the space bar. Mechanically it's nowhere near the best third person shooter RPG thing that I've ever played, but it is one of the more fascinating stories that I've ever played through. I really fell deeply in love with those characters, especially Tali and Garrus and those that stuck it out with you the entire time, which was really awesome. And Joker and Edie, and oh man, it was just a great experience overall. I felt like the second game, like most people, is the standout of the series, of the franchise. But I really, a lot of people complain about the ending of the third game, and I got to the third game and I saw the normal ending, and then I saw the epilogue. Even without the epilogue, I was okay with the original ending. The epilogue did enhanced that quite a bit. So yeah. We also modded and started playing Oblivion through. Of course, I'm going to be jumping head on into that. Matter of fact, coming up, that's what you can expect, is a lot of Oblivion, a lot of The Witcher 3. That's right, I'm going to be doing The Witcher 3 with the New Game Plus and trying to playing the Blood and Wine DLC with that. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll also be doing a full-fledged review for that. One of the series that I'm trying to revive, and I think what I'm going to do is completely dismantle and delete the old series because it didn't have the polish that I wanted for a YouTube series to have, and that was my Retro Corner. So be looking for a revival of Stando's Retro Corner here on the YouTube as well. I know it may seem like I'm adding too many shows, and we got this show. It's okay. That will bring our grand total of shows up to 7, and it's just a variety thing. I think the retro thing I'll be okay with because that's once a month. This show, the progress report, is only going to be once a month. So I think adding those 2 extra shows, and I don't have to film those every week, you know what I mean? They're just once a month. And then of course the news videos, they only happen when there's news, and right now there's just a lull in the industry where there is no news. So we get to take a little bit of a break, and it's been pretty cool. So after E3, we could use a break, right? Let us digest everything just a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Now, the donators for June, let's give them a big shout out. Tech Gladiator, one of my best friends, he donated a total of $12 to the channel, which is really cool. He found a way to do it without doing actual money. He went over to Twitch Alerts, logged in, and filled out some he filled out some surveys, and they give him points on that, and he ended up getting quite a bit. And I think every 100 points equals $1 or something like that. I don't know how it works. Anyway, he was able to donate $12 to the stream that way, so pretty awesome. SSJ Vegeta also contributed to the channel this past month. Thank you very much to him, TX89, Own Dizzle, and Robert Centellin. Robert Centellin is huge on the YouTube, so go check him out over at youtube.com/user/Robert Centellin. Matter of fact, I'll put a link down in the description below, so make sure you check him out. I went to finally, I had been following him for a long time, and there was one day we wrapped up things in the stream early, and I wanted to just go have my audience hang out with him, so I hosted him on Twitch. And while I was there, I became a patron, and he's a very nice dude. So I totally think that you guys will enjoy him, especially if you're a part of my audience, if you're part of my Twitch audience. I've told you guys that already, and a lot of you have went over and subscribed and followed him, so I appreciate you guys for doing that. And the ones that don't follow me over at Twitch, I hope you do the same thing. Now it's time to shout out the patrons. The patrons are people who have a rolling donation that comes in month after month, and I really appreciate those guys. Those guys, I know the donation culture on YouTube is a little different. We've been doing it over on Twitch for a very long time. At first, I didn't want to do donations at all. I felt kind of awkward taking other people's money, but at the same time, it's somebody told me to view it more like a tip, kind of like a no, let me help out your channel and help improve it and things like that. And so I started doing that, and in the time since, we've been able to buy a few games. We've been able to obviously upgrade the channel. You can go back and look at some of the old, what the channel used to look like. Oh my god, we've upgraded quite a bit. We've got the green screen now. We got 2 soft light boxes. We got a new PC last year. Not all that came from donations, but some of the donations went into that, of course. Got a couple of monitors and stuff. But And then this year we got a new graphics card. We're working on getting a new chair because this one's about to just, it's bad. We got a new webcam. Some of you noticed that I don't use the phone as much anymore. However, when I'm going to film on the go, I still use my phone. But yeah, we got a new microphone, things like that. Everything that these people have contributed over time has went right back into the channel, and it's helped to improve my content, and I can't thank you guys enough for that, for sponsoring that and for supporting me like that. So what do the patrons get? Well, for $1 they get a weekly vlog 3 days early before any of you guys here on YouTube do. They also get listed as a patron on Twitch credits, and then they get a shout out right here in this video once a month. For $3 they get a little bit more. They get the vlogs and dumb news pretty much 3 days early. All the stuff that we mentioned before. They also get an invitation to our Discord friend server, and they get a custom intro. So when they enter the channel on Twitch, they'll hear a sound pop up when they first type in that greets them. $5 is they get reviews 3 days early, and they're also going to get the Retro Corner probably like a week early before everybody else. So that's really cool. It's kind of a bonus video. If you're doing $5, you get all the early access to the videos that I give early access to. Now, there are still videos that I don't do early access for. For example, news. It would be kind of dumb to give people early access to news videos, especially since the news is so hot. But yeah, the other videos I don't see a problem with giving people early access to. So, and let's do shout outs to our patrons. First up is Ty the Tyler. Ty the Tyler has been with my Twitch channel for a very long time, and he's been subbed here on YouTube. But on Twitch, he was one of my first Twitch followers. Actually, he was the first Twitch follower. So that's how long we've been doing Twitch, for over a couple of years now. So thank you so much, Ty the Tyler. And I can't, what else can I say? I can't thank you enough, man, for being so cool. Tilgar Pole. Tilgar Pole has been following me since I first started playing Elite Dangerous, which was a little over a year ago, and I appreciate him just as much. He's a great guy. Thank you so much, man. Leisure the Great, part of the Intrepidation Nation. Check out his channel here on YouTube as well. It's Fix My Lighthouse. And yeah, thank you, Leisure the Great. He is an interesting dude. He is from he is from Amsterdam, and so very interesting guy to speak with in the chats, and I appreciate him being awesome and being here. Awesome, you like Dags. That's right, he didn't just donate on a monthly basis, or I mean, this guy does it all. He's donated monthly, he's donated games, and he does the patron thing. Thank you so much, man. Like, a little overkill sometimes, but you are too awesome, and I appreciate it a hell of a lot. And Own Dizzle is fairly new to my channel, but he is a pretty okay dude too, and I appreciate him watching. These I use their I use their Twitch names, and if you become a patron and you want to use the Twitch name, that's obviously cool, or some sort of gamer tag. Just when you become a patron, message me your gamer tag so I remember who's who, and I can shout you guys out properly. But again, thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. I can't, wow, my channel's only growing, the community's only growing, and although YouTube did take I don't know, 6 or 7 subs away from me, I don't think You can't kick me and expect me to stay down, YouTube. I'm going to get back up. I'm going to get those 6 subscribers back. You just wait and see. But yeah, it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember that I love your face. And we'll catch you next time. Have a good one.